When I asked our next speaker what her superpower would be, she replied, flight. Because right now driving is too expensive because gas prices are way too high. Please give a round of applause to Mary Ann.
Yeah, that wasn't my joke. That was Maggie's. God love you. So I'm just really proud to be a part of this whole night. I've gotten so much out of it already, and I hope I can contribute a little bit here today. So when I was growing up in rural Indiana, I thought I knew what poverty was. My mom told us we were poor. It didn't feel like it, but there was not a lot to go around. In Catholic grade school, we collected money for starving people in other countries. Does anybody remember the Rice Bowl campaign in Catholic school? Okay. But the concept of poverty in my community was individualized, and it was often stigmatized as a personal failing or weakness. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm not going to get a hand up, or you'll get a hand up but not a handout. So I was fortunate to get a good, affordable education to move out of poverty. I studied for a solid career in accounting. But when I graduated college without a job, I pivoted and joined the Peace Corps with Jeremy here, realizing a childhood dream and getting the chance to help poor people. But what I learned living and working alongside the folks in Kenya is that while they may be lacking monetary wealth, they were rich in culture, community, ambition, and pride, and they resented the way they were portrayed in the U.S. When I returned to the U.S., I found meaningful work in domestic hunger relief. I did fundraising for food banks. And I also, around that time, connected with the critical mission of Literacy Works. Thanks to Chris, my good friend. Eventually, I went back to school to study public policy with a concentration in poverty and inequality with Amanda, to understand and address these issues at a broader system level. Now, after school, former classmates and now lifelong friends, including the esteemed Literacy Works board chair, who's not here, Kelly, and the past chair, Jeanette, we started a book club to continue our studies. Now, we read a lot of books that affected me deeply. Maybe not Twilight, although I did enjoy it. But definitely The Boy Who Was Raised as a Dog, and this one, Random Family, by Adrian Nicole LeBlanc. And this is known as Random Family, Love, Drugs, Trouble, and Coming of Age in the Bronx. The title, Random Family, refers to the community that these folks built around them to survive. Random Family is an ethnographic study that follows 3 generations of women and girls living in a dense Puerto Rican community in the Bronx. Their coming up could not be more different than mine. LeBlanc, a journalist, follows these individuals through a decade of deprivation, dreams dashed, stolen joy, stubborn hope, and resilience. I wanted to say unwarranted resilience. How many of us don't want to be resilient? Don't want to have to be resilient. So as she chronicles their daily struggles in excruciating detail, you really can walk a mile in their shoes. You feel the frustration, the pain, the disrespect, the anger, the despair, and the shame. You experience how unforgiving poverty is, how limited life choices are. And by then I was aware that poverty was not an individual failing. It was the failing of society to take care of each other. And while I knew that this was a collective policy failure, everything in this book felt so personal. Right now, the work that I do is in the criminal legal system, where a number of those in random family found themselves after all the other systems failed them. I administer a grant program, formerly with Lindsay, to expand community-based services in lieu of incarceration. The justice-involved people that are served by these programs are often in the system due to under-addressed behavioral health issues like substance use and mental health disorders, and/or for crimes of survival. The knowledge and empathy that was gained from Random Family continues to inform my work towards a more humane justice system. We invest grant funds in treatment, cognitive behavioral therapy, trauma-informed care, harm reduction, and strengths-based coaching. I love this. We say, you go from what's wrong to what's strong. And with our resources, I've seen culture change, and I've seen community form in the most unlikely places. Earlier this week, I observed a mental health court call downstate where a woman who had relapsed with meth was really scared about getting kicked out of the program. And that would probably mean she'd be sent to prison. She admitted what happened to the judge and to the team, and instead of punishment, she was met with compassion, and she was given a therapeutic adjustment to support her recovery. She cried as she was applauded for her honesty. And her dad said, "See, I told you it would be okay." Her community, her Random Family had her back. So I'm grateful for this book, what it taught me and how it continues to inspire me. Full disclosure, I picked this book up recently again to prepare for tonight, and I had to put it back down. It was too much for me to absorb right now. But I am forever changed, and I won't stop working to build community, to dismantle poverty and oppression, and support people getting their needs met so they can reach their potential. I just want to thank you to my not-so-random community that I gave a shout out here for coming out and supporting Literacy Works.